Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss about the first lesson, that is on Astrologer's Day. It was written by R.K. Narayan. This lesson for first year students for Sem 1. So let's move to the topic. The first lesson is on Astrologer's Day. It was written by R.K. Narayan. It was written by R.K. Narayan, who is a famous and versatile Indian story writer. R.K. Narayan belongs to India. He is one of the famous writers of India. He wrote a number of books, essays, short stories in English. That's why we called him versatile Indian story writer. He is the author of 14 novels. He wrote 14 novels, 5 volumes of short stories, and a number of travelogues. He wrote 14 novels on different themes. They are very apt to in modern life. And also he wrote famous short stories. And also he wrote a number of travelogues. He has a collection of non-fiction to his credit. He created the imaginary town of Malgudi, where realistic characters are surrounded by typically Indian setting lived amid unpredictable events. He wrote any story, any novel. In that story, he used to mention the town that is called Malgudi. Whatever is character, that character belongs to Malgudi. Malgudi is it was very famous in serial also. We saw already in TV serials. It was telecasted long. So R.K. Narayan is the famous writer of Indian writing in English. Okay. He was awarded with the Sahitya Academy Award in 1961 for his novel The Guide. He wrote a famous work, The Guide. It was widely popular and it was read by so many readers. It was a famous story of a guide. So for this book he was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award in 1961. His style is graceful. It portrays human relationships and ironies of Indian daily life. So his characters are reflected the modern way of life, and he shows different emotions of human beings in India. That's why he was called a famous Indian writer in English. Okay, now we will discuss about the story. This is the story of an astrologer who pretends to have supernatural knowledge, though he was an ignorant of the ways of the stars and their effect on the lives of the people. Here we are going to discuss about an astrologer who pretends and he expects supernatural knowledge about the people who came to him about to tell about their problems in their lives. He carried on his business near the town hall park under a big tamarind tree. The astrologer every day he going to one place and sit there and he looks for a customers. Anybody comes to him, he used to tell about their future and what they is going to do, what will happen in their future. He is trying to tell the customers. The astrologer every day goes to one place, that is town hall park, and he sits under a big tamarind tree every day. His appearance helps to create an impression on his clients. Every day he tried to put up his dress like to attract the customers. They believe he is an astrologer. For that, he every day tries to make up as a astrologer. His forehead was painted with sacred ash, vermilion, reddish or orange. Every day he used to apply that kind of ash on his forehead to attract the customers. His dark whiskers streamed down his cheeks. His eyes were sharp and powerful, searching for clients. Every day he dressed up like that to show. Actually, he is not a original astrologer, but here in this story he is trying to appear like the astrologers to attract the clients. If he looks like that, the clients will come to him and ask them about their future. For that, he is trying to look like that every day and went to town hall park and sit under a tamarind tree and attract the clients every day. He was punctual. He carried a bag which consisted of dozen cowrie shells, a square piece of cloth with mystics charts on it, a notebook, and a bundle of writings related to study of palm. He wore saffron-colored turban on his head. You see, these are the items every day he used to bring and take to that place and display to see the clients. And every day, like this, his life is going on. And then okay, this is the look like, and we move to the story. He did good business as a large number of people flocked to him, though he was ignorant of astrology. He had acquired sufficient knowledge from his experience and skills and common sense. And actually he is not a astrologer, but he looks like that to attract the clients who came to near him and asked about their future. For that he maintained every day as a original astrologers. He told people what they like to hear about themselves as he pleased them, so they paid him enough to support his family. In Indians generally believe the superstitions. So the people easily believed him and asked him about their future. Okay, he had no light of his own. He carried out his business by using the lights of the other nearby shops. Actually, he don't have the his own light, but he used the other shops light to run his business every day. This dim light suited his mysterious trade. He was a fake astrologer. He had left his village without knowing what career he would adopt. Suddenly he left his village. He doesn't know what he does, but what his career he would head up to, he doesn't know actually. If he had lived there, he would have tilled land and grown crops. If he stay in his village, he has to do these works. He had come 200 miles away from his native village. Experience, common sense, and insight into human psychology had made him a fairly good fortune teller. Uh, Already has a general knowledge about the human psychology, so he used to tell about his clients about their general problems. So the Indians has disbelief about the superstitions. That's why they easily believe his words. So in the course of time, he became a good fairy, good fortune teller. He pleased his customers and made good living out of it. One night, when the astrologer was about to wind up his things and go back home, he saw a man standing before him. He sensed a possible client. So one day, his business is over that day. He packed up all his articles and what he has his belongings. So he about to move. The one person is came and asked him to tell about his what he is searching for. Okay. He started his tactics to gain money from him, but the man was irritated by his talk. He is generally, in astrologer, he is used to talk as a general, how he tells to others, like that. He tries to tell this person's also, but this person is angry about his words and asked him, tell me the original words, don't tell any lies. He told him that he wanted correct answer to his questions, not the vague and general answers which the astrologer used to give his clients. So he demanded, you should tell the correct answer, I will bill you and I will pay more money. Otherwise, you have to pay in return. The astrologer was unwilling to answer the questions of this man. But the man challenged him and said that he would pay him 1 rupee if he gave satisfactory answers to his questions. If he failed, he would have to give him twice. This is the challenge that person demanded the astrologers. Okay. Then the stranger lit a cigar and sat. The astrologer got a brief look of his face by the matchlight. He was shocked to see his face. He wanted to go home without answering the questions, but the stranger didn't allow him to go. He suddenly see the stranger under the light of cigar. He suddenly see that person and shocked. Suddenly he packed and tried to move and go away from that place. But that man doesn't allow him to go. He insisted him to tell what he wants. Astrologer muttered some magical words and told him that he was stabbed and left for dead. So the astrologers tried to tell some slokas or some magical words about that person, and he suddenly spoke to him and told he was stabbed and left for dead. He was pushed into a well. The man found his answer correct and added that he was taken out of the well by passers-by. He wanted to know when he would meet the man who had almost killed him. Suddenly, the astrologer revealed about his past. That stranger found the correct answers from him. He shocked to listen his words, and he believed the astrologer is a great fortune teller. Okay. The astrologer replied that he would meet him in the next world since the man was dead. So you are searching a man, but that person is not live. He was died. That's why if you want to meet him, you would meet that person in the next world. He was crushed under a lorry. The stranger had wanted to kill him, but he was satisfied that he had met with a cruel death as he deserved. The astrologer told him that his name was Gurnayak and advised him not to venture south of his village as it would be very risky for him. So the astrologer revealed about all his incidents and his past life. The stranger shockingly believed him and completely depend on his answers. What he is saying, he followed the answers of astrologer. And he also mentions his name. That's why it is a strange to the stranger. He may lose his life if he did. So the astrologer advised the stranger, if you come in that way to search that person, you have to go risk in your own life. So you don't go that way. Gurnayak was satisfied and paid him the money and left. Paid him money and left. The astrologer heaved a sigh of relief. He collected his things and went home. And after that, our astrologer packed his things and his belongings and went to his home. He gave his wife the earnings of the day. He told her that one man alone had given him 1 rupee. Today, he told his wife about what has done today. He got more money and gave to his wife. His wife was pleased. I will show you some pictures about the story. See this. This is the story. Okay. Right. We are going to end. Sorry. His wife was pleased at the extra money that he had earned that day. His wife was very happy to receive the money he has earned today. This would enable her to make sweets for the children. After dinner, the astrologer, sitting on the pile, told his wife that when he was young, he drank, gambled, quarreled, and stabbed a man and thrown him into a well. That man today, I believed he was dead, but he is alive. Today he came to me and asked about his future. He is searching for me only, but I diverted his words and told him a fairy tale about the person. Today I am very relieved because he thought that the man was dead, therefore he had fled his village. Today he met the same man whom he thought he had killed. He felt relieved to see that man. He was carrying the burden of guilt of murdering person. From that time he was suffering to remember the incident, what he has done, and actually he would have thought he killed the person, but that man was not killed, he is alive. So he got a relief. Okay. Today he met the same man whom he thought he had killed. He felt relieved to see that man. He was carrying the burden of guilt of a murdering person. After sharing this with his wife, he stretched himself on the pile and slept soundly. So this is the moral of, what is the moral of story? We should never believe in superstitions and other ill practices in our society. We should never run away from our mistakes. If we do any mistake, we have to rectify our mistakes and live fairly in our life. So we should believe, but we don't depend on disbeliefs, and we don't believe any superstitions. So as a student, so we should educate our parents and our society not to believe the superstitions in our area, and also educate the people. This is the story. It's a beautiful story, was written by R.K. Narayana. During that time, Indians have a beliefs. They have a disbeliefs, and also our Indians believed superstitions and supernatural powers. That's why during that time R.K. Narayana tried to educate the people about his story, about the astrology and also prophecy and fortune tellers in our society. So this is the story we discussed. I hope you understand the story. Thank you very much.